Oh, what is going on, everybody? It is Konga Nobuyoshi coming to you live from the other side, and once again it is time. It is once again time to celebrate Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with all of you. And for today's stream, as you saw in the title, I'm gonna be doing what I do every year to celebrate May the 4th. Watching every last Family Guy Star Wars episode. And when I say every last, I mean just the three special Star Wars episodes that Family Guy did. So that's Blue Harvest, Something Something Dark Side, and It's a Trap, which are based on A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and The Return of the Jedi. So I'm gonna be watching all three of those episodes in this stream. I've been getting bothered by gnats and mosquitoes all day, both here and at work. So it's that kind of a year. It's that time of year where if you're trying to eat, sleep, or do anything, just be mindful that there's possibly gonna be things flying and crawling around. But yes, anyway, I'm still working on getting a clip made for the Persona streams that I did last week. And next Sunday and Monday will be... Let me turn this volume down a little bit more. And next Sunday and Monday will be gaming streams, but I'm probably going to be doing a couple streams during next week as well, because I have not been on Duolingo now for a while, and I need to go back to doing some language learning streams, both for Japanese and Spanish. So a special announcement was made on Friday. I posted on my Twitter and on my YouTube community post, even though I don't really have... There's not going to be that many people seeing that on YouTube. But yeah, my second original song, Last Dance, is available on my YouTube channel. I waited about a month, 3 weeks to a month, to get the instrumental. I worked with a producer who put all his heart and soul into making the beat. I didn't give him any demos, so it was just building it from scratch with no... I'm gonna do demos from now on, so that they have an idea of what I want for the song. But Moxie A, thank you for that incredible beat. And this song turned out definitely better than I thought it would. You know, I have a really bad thing where I don't have high expectations for songs. Because I get this thing where it's when I record stuff and listen back to it, my expectations are always low. But this song was not bad. It was definitely... It turned out good. So definitely give that a listen if you have not yet. It's not on streaming services, but it's available as a video on my YouTube channel. It's not really a music video. Just... It was more like a still image with periodically some Japanese subtitles, and well, not just Japanese, but periodically some subtitles. So the next original song that I already know I'm gonna be putting a lot more effort into, the video and artwork and everything, because I literally did all the artwork and the video and everything like that. I wasn't planning on doing anything too advanced for this song. But alright, let's we got 3 episodes to watch. They're about 50 minutes long, each of them, so let's not waste too much time here. If you guys want to watch this along with me, I have this pulled up on Hulu. This is, again, it's Family Guy. I'm watching the 3 Star Wars special episodes of Family Guy. Family Guy is not the only show that did Star Wars special episodes, but they're the show that I seem to always watch. I have seen the Phineas and Ferb one too. It's just that Phineas and Ferb has a lot of singing, so there's no like musical numbers in the Family Guy ones. So I have it pulled up on Hulu. 47 minutes 33 seconds is the length of the episode. Blue Harvest. That's the first one. Season 6, episode 1. So without further ado, I'll start this countdown. And turn the background music off. And let's get the show on the road. I'll begin the episode in 3. Well, I'll start from 10. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. Turn that volume way down. Alright, here we go. They're all sitting down watching a golf game. Imagine if commentators were just talking, flirting with a woman while commentating. Like, what is this conversation? Up and rolling blackouts. And they just lost all the power in their house. And Brian suggesting they all read, and of course they all laugh at him. Peter just says the most ridiculous things. It's amazing that they got permission to do this a long time ago, but somehow in the future. Just destroyed my eardrums. Episode 4, A New Hope. It is a time of civil war and renegade paragraphs floating through space. There's cool space battles and the bad guy is the good guy's dad, but you don't find that out till the next episode. And the hot chick is really the sister of the good guy, but they don't know it. And they kiss. Just kinda messed up. I mean, what if they had done it instead of just kissed? Angelina Jolie kissed her brother. Yeah, she did, you know it. I know it, and her dad knows it. That's why they hardly ever talk anymore. You can run away to Africa, but you can't run away from the truth. Oh, by the way, here's a tip for you. When this is over, go out and rent the movie Gia. She's way naked in it, and it makes out with another chick and everything. It's awesome. I stumbled across it late at night on HBO after I just got back from hockey, and I almost fainted. But I digest. He meant to say I digress. Princess Leia was coming back from buying space groceries when this happened. Yeah, if they really they really killed it with these episodes, man. Alright, here we go. Turn my headphone volume down or something. Alright. Already got some action. Man, why am I peeking so much? Gotta watch my eyes here. Excuse me. There's Quagmire playing C-3PO and Cleveland for some reason playing R2-D2. I always thought about, was there really a better option for the characters they chose to play certain roles, for certain Star Wars roles? I mean, they pretty much did a great job with that. Alright, here we go. Stormtroopers have entered in. I gotta watch my eyes here. It's kind of flashing. Imagine that, 2 days from retirement and something happens. And then, of course, Lois is playing Leia. And it's like, I never understood. I'll always say this. I will never understand the over-sexualization of Lois. Like, I have never found Lois attractive. I've never found her attractive. Like, Bonnie is way more attractive than Lois to me. Having a very hard time of sending a message to Obi-Wan, who was going to be... Well, I won't say it yet. And, of course, you guys all know Family Guy. Well known for their dark humor. But seriously, they really did an awesome job with this Star Wars things, with the humor and just everything. And you got Stewie, of course, as Darth Vader. You know, who else would be Darth Vader? Darth Vader is pretty much the most popular character in the franchise, I feel like. So, Stewie being the most popular character in the Family Guy franchise. And of course, because he's supposed to be evil. Oh, here we go. This feels like a Price is Right kind of thing. Alright, we got R2-D2 with a red do-rag on. Like, I swear, man, they didn't have to do all that. I don't have the subtitles on. Just randomly playing classical music, and I don't even know the name of those vehicles. Just passing off Grey Poupon Dijon mustard to each other. I forgot the name of those hooded aliens that live in the desert. There's Adam West. I do not know the name of those kind of people with what they got they have on the gray shirts with the red and blue labels on the top left. I guess they're in charge of like construction within the Death Star. Ewoks, yes, thank you, Fred. They're called Ewoks. Yeah, I'm still. Oh, it's no. Yeah, see this? That's how you know I'm not a Star Wars. That's how you know I'm not a big Star Wars person. No, the Ewoks are from the Is it Tatooine? I think that's Is it called Tatooine? They don't come in until the Return of the Jedi. For the Family Guy specials, they don't come in until the last episode. All right, just they're talking about a design flaw within the Death Star. There's a hole somewhere in the bottom of it where if a laser manages to get into it, the entire station would explode. So there was a whole thing. Yeah, these guys, these like the small brown hooded creatures. You can't see their face. You can only see red eyes, and they drive these big brown, like trapezoid shaped tank looking things. Of course, Mort is one of them. Oh no, Tatooine is what they're on right now. They're in the desert. That I'm pretty sure that the desert kind of like location is Tatooine. Man, I really need to learn these Star Wars terminologies. And there's Chris playing Luke Skywalker, and Babs playing his aunt. The kind of humor in these Star Wars specials, like some of the stuff is just completely random. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Tatooine where Luke Skywalker lives on in the beginning, like a desert-like planet. And Chris just randomly introducing John Williams and the orchestra. Yes, I am watching it, but I can't show what I'm watching because that's would be copyright infringement. So I can only tell you like what it is that I'm seeing. Unfortunately, I wish there was a way to. Well, there is a way, but it takes a lot of that takes a lot of work, a lot of permission, and you know, I'd just rather play it safe for now. Just unfortunately, this is how the streamers do it when they're live streaming. They can't see what everybody's watching. They can only hear their reactions to it. But the fans who want to watch along, they would have to, you know, put it on their own like TV or computer or phone, whatever, and literally watch it along with the streamer. So yeah, unfortunately, all you can see on the screen is my character. Okay, where are we? I was yeah, yeah, like a watch parties. Uh, all right. So Luke met up with R2D2. He received the message from Leia about wanting to. The message is supposed to go to Obi-Wan, so I guess he knows to find him. All right. Yeah, Tatooine. It is Tatooine. That's what I thought. The planet with the Ewoks. I gotta remember the name of that, but I'll get there. But now, Fred, if you want to know where I'm currently at within the episode, I'm about 13 minutes 3 seconds into the episode of Family Guy Blue Harvest. I'm watching this on Hulu right now, and I'm gonna be watching all three of the special episodes. So after this one, I'll be watching um, the something something Dark Side episode, which is season 8, the last episode in season 8, and then after that, the It's a Trap episode, which is the last one. Now these are the Sand People. That's what at least that's what Chris is calling them, Sand People. I don't know if that's actually their name. All right, and now Luke just got knocked unconscious, but rescued by Herbert, who was playing Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now that was the only one where I was kind of confused about the choice of characters. My screen keeps glitching for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Alderaan. That's where she's from. That's where Leia's from. That planet's blown up. It's not there and it doesn't exist anymore. And now Obi-Wan telling Luke that he must learn the Force. Okay, he's describing it a little too deeply. I'm showing him what the lightsaber is. Now, the lightsabers, I know, it depends on where you stand. What kind of a lightsaber you end up with. Like, the green ones are for the Jedis. The blue ones... Now, the blue ones, I'm confused about what the blue ones are for. The red ones are obviously for the villains in here, like the Darth Vaders, and if the Sith happen to have one, it would be red. The purple one are for, like, the officers. Alright. Luke is now headed back to his home, and he discovers that it's been burnt. And his aunt and uncle have been burnt. And then John Williams and the choir, and the orchestra, rather, have been burnt to smithereens. And now the rest of the series has to be played by Danny Elfman. And he just cut his head off. Alright. Chris, obviously, Family Guy writers obviously have an issue with Danny Elfman compared to John Williams. You can't really beat John Williams. The man did the scores for way too many very popular movies. Mos Eisley Space Court, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why my screen keeps glitching. It's crazy they got the permission to keep all the actual original music from Star Wars for these episodes too. Alright, they're at a, I think this is where you meet Han Solo. We haven't gotten to that yet, but, yeah, Family Guy really does help you, understand how terrible the stormtroopers were. Just really bad aim, and just in general really senseless. Oh yeah, there's Peter, who was playing the role of Han Solo. That is a good choice. And Brian playing Chewie. Millennium Falcon, Han Solo's ship. Now, Bruce has played multiple characters. He's playing Greedo right now. This language, man, what language? Who had to write the languages for this series, man? Now when you meet Jabba, that is gonna be hilarious. But that's not till the third episode. We're nowhere near that point. And here you go. You can see what I'm talking about in terms of stormtrooper aim. My family always makes fun of that. Whenever somebody has bad aim, we call it stormtrooper aim. It always feels like the enemies, especially in the older movies, just whenever they're shooting at people, it just seems like everywhere they're shooting, they shoot everywhere except where they're supposed to shoot. Alright, they've now taken off and entered into space in the Millennium Falcon. Trying to make the jump to hyperspace, but they're trying to avoid enemies first. Alright, here they go. Now they got another joke going on where apparently when you jump into hyperspace, you see the Doctor Who opening song or opening video. And that looks like the Death Star. Oh god, who is blasting that hip hop music? What do you call the ships that you find in the okay, that's who Adam West is playing. He's playing Tarkin. Okay, I didn't know Alderaan had two A's in it. And there goes Alderaan. Have no idea how you can just shoot one laser at a planet and it just within moments just shatters apart. Death Star News. Alrighty then. Tom Tucker and Diane Simmons. Well, can we see that proof? The Ewok Pride Parade? What it... These episodes are... Alright, something's happening to the Falcon. I swear, how did they do all this? So, if they're suffering from the effects of having the Empire having just destroyed Alderaan, the the asteroids of the planet are scattered across the space now. On Earth was that? Just casually put your arm around it. Alright, they pulled the Falcon into a truck with a tractor beam. Valet, really? They just walked in there and got dropped in seconds. Just so easily. And now Minnie the Moocher randomly starts playing as they're trying to sneak through the Death Star. And the stormtroopers do not notice a thing. Now, I know I just said there were no musical numbers, but I forgot about Herbert. Randomly busting out the Time of My Life. The choreography and everything. How are stormtroopers dancing in the background when they're supposed to be capturing them? But Herbert just has a really nice singing voice, though. It's insane. It's very touching, but no, I'm not sure what these little tiny things are called. Who on earth? I mean, I know this is season 6, so this is the thousands, but I mean, who is just randomly thinking about Tyra Banks? Oh god, and now they got a whole mall map of the Death Star. There's a Macy's and a J.C. Penney, apparently. And the Imperial March music playing. How long did it take them to make this music? It'd be nice to have some elevator music based on movie soundtracks or game soundtracks. And somehow Fuad ended up on the Death Star as an employee. And he didn't last long. Oh god, here we go. Now a whole therapy session. Han Solo, The Midnight Shift. It's a nice song too. Alright, here they go. Imagine as soon as somebody comes in the door to save you, that's the first thing you say? You stormtroopers seriously just have garbage aim. They had all the time in the world. No, somebody activated the trash compactor. Meg, of course, gets no lines, no serious role. She just plays random enemies, random aliens. Just randomly hits his head right on the button and saving them. Would have never worked if it was me. Yeah, seriously, you throw out a half a pizza, that's a complete waste of food. And Peter saying one man's trash is another man's treasure, just completely trying to get a couch out of a trash compactor. Yeah, trying to move furniture around is just seriously very frustrating. And people who have moved from house to house or wherever, the entire process incredibly frustrating. And now Peter just completely playing the work a harder, not smarter thing. Like, what the heck was that? Alright, here we go. We got Obi-Wan and Darth Vader ready to take action. And the lightsaber just completely goes limp on him. Until Chris shows up. That's just disgusting. They had time to carry an entire couch. They didn't even get it in the ship. It's wedged in there. They're holding on to a couch in outer space. No helmet. How was he alive? Seriously, like I said about Lois, never found her attractive. The voice does not help at all. That's a complete conspiracy theory. There is nowhere at all does anything say Christians have a problem with the Force. Seeing as though the Force is fictional, so now they're taking on TIE fighters. And there are literally TIE people piloting TIE fighters. Oh my god, Peter. And now R2-D2 just pulling out a gun. And how does a pistol blow up an entire TIE fighter? I still don't know what movie that's a reference to. The guy coming in and just saying, I just want to tell you both good luck, we're all counting on you. Wouldn't be surprised if it was Star Wars. Alright, they're arriving on a new planet, or maybe heading back to where they came from. I don't know, we'll see. The humor in this is seriously ridiculous. They're planning their next attack on the Death Star. Oh, this Magic Johnson instructional video on attacking the Death Star was just really genius. Very short and brief. Now, Joe playing Biggs, but he's still crippled. Now, the character that Joe plays changes as well. Yeah, it's a great way to put it, Chris. Yeah, I wouldn't just be eating unrefrigerated cheese out of a pack. Alright, here they go. You just got a lot of puns right there. Now, Simply Red, holding back the years, I cannot get enough of that song. Now, we all know Red Fox from Sanford and Son. Not sure about the other names. Yeah, Porkins is not going to be able to help you out there. Sorry. Of course. Obi-Wan communicating with him through telekinesis. Will Luke finally be able to use the Force? And now you got the Jetsons randomly popping up. And there's Han Solo. Back in the action. And goodbye, Death Star. got it directly in that exact hole. At a brief ending of that story, and they get their power back. I was one of the people that watched Robot Chicken as a kid. It just had mixed feelings about it. Definitely funny, just really goofy. Haven't watched that show in a while. Alright, and that's the end of the first episode, Blue Harvest. So now if you want to take a moment to, rest your eyes and ears while I load up the next episode. Just try to go to it. Alright. The very last episode of Season 8. Season 8, Episode 20. Something, 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 Dark Side. In other words, The Empire Strikes Back. Got that loaded up again. This is on Hulu. Family Guy, Season 8, Episode 20, something, 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 Dark Side. It's 43 minutes, 44 seconds. Once again, may the 4th be with everybody. I'm celebrating Star Wars Day. When I went on Disney Plus, I could already see all the Star Wars related the things just plastered all over it. Alright, but here we go. I'll start the countdown now. Once again, Family Guy Season 8, Episode 20. We're on Hulu. Something, 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 Dark Side. It's 43 minutes, 44 seconds. And I will start this episode in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. Nope, another blackout. Yeah, these blackouts should not be often. Oh, yeah, it just might be. A long time ago, when the gays weren't all in your face about it. A already very controversial statement there. Family Guy. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. It is a dark time for the rebellion. All of the Death Star has been destroyed, Imperial troops have driven the rebel forces from their hidden base and pursued them across the galaxy. But you know the story. What you may not know is that 20th Century Fox has so little faith in the Star Wars franchise that they let George Lucas keep all the merchandising rights. Are you listening, stockholders? How can you invest in a company that makes such short-sighted decisions? I mean, this is the same company that canceled Family Guy twice. Who's running that joint? Monkeys? I mean, if they're gonna be that foolish with their money, then I guess that means we can be foolish with their money, like spending a bunch of it to animate a computer-generated cartoon elephant that has nothing to do with the rest of the episode. There it is. Did you see that? Know what that cost? $58,000. I mean, what a waste. It wasn't even that funny. That's $58,000 that could have gone to curing leukemia or muscular dystrophy or what does Michael J. Fox have? That. Alright, let's watch some damn cartoons. Muscular dystrophy. I don't even know what that is. Alright, here we go. No, not sure what the name of this ship is. And now the Jetsons theme song again playing. Yeah, that family earlier was not the Jetsons. That was something else. I don't know what show has the family driving a flying car. This is the second character that you see Joe playing. I'm not even sure what that was. You'll see him again. And there's Luke riding on... I forgot the name of those animals. I'm talking over the wrist phone to Han. He just gets randomly attacked and swatted by the Cookie Monster. Where on earth did he come from? And there's Leia. And Dr. Hartman. I'm not sure who that Dr. Hartman's playing. You shouldn't have said anything. There's R2-D2 and C-3PO. Yeah, exactly. All the electrical wires nailed to ice. That sounds incredibly safe. I don't know if those animals are actually called Don Dons. If they are, then that's very convenient because they got a comedian. Forgot his name. It's Don something. Well, go ahead, Chris. Use the Force. No, he's doing it. I don't know how Chris ended up over in this area. He was just investigating something. It's very arctic, very cold out there. The fact that they have to wear that much face masking and face wrap bandaging just goes to show how arctic cold it is out there. Okay, there it is. He has to go to the Dagobah system and learn the Force from Master Yoda. And now Han has found Luke. There's the Imperial March music playing once again. Now Bruce once again changing characters, now working for the Empire. And now the guy who keeps saying phony, also working for the Empire. And Jeffrey is somehow a central commander. Now they're heading to Hoth. So I think all the planets are called systems. Because Hoth is a planet. But why is James Woods working for the Empire? The very old-fashioned mindset. The heck was that? Well, I guess those ships are impervious to whatever they're shooting at them. You know this is a mistake, yeah. Unless. You're speaking way too soon. Now, what were these things called? These robotic creatures that have two legs that they actually walk on, and they fire those guns. Well, four legs. They walk on four legs and have lasers in the front. Those very loud sounding lasers. Consuelo is seriously so annoying. It could not have hurt that badly. Oh, there you go. He's gone. OnStar, seriously? Yeah, they're called Imperial Walkers. And somehow Imperial troops have invaded them so quickly. And there's Darth Vader. What is it about that Millennium Falcon that they find it so old? It's just so random. Yeah, no, but I do mind. trying to outmaneuver the Imperial fleet, and it seems to be working so far. John Bunnell. Or Bunnell, however you say it. Obviously a popular commentator. Imagine flying through an entire asteroid. You have to really be experienced to be able to drive through a whole asteroid field or fly through one. First of all that's spinning around. How is everybody still in the same place? Well, I mean, I guess you would spin fast enough. Handicap, really? My God, look. Yeah, kind of too late now. A lot of random references thrown in here. You know, H. John Benjamin, who does the voice of, I believe, Craig for Family Guy, somehow got the role of Yoda in this. You don't even get any. Oh well. If Darth Vader actually had a British accent, I mean, that would be kind of cool. Again, quite controversial there. But, Now he just starts Rocky training. I mean, to be a Jedi, I'm sure that's what it takes. Like, how were they able to get the actual footage from these movies? I could never work out outside in the rain. Yeah, it always feels like the enemies have the better weapons. The heck was that? That evil monkey, really? Just gonna keep shooting at it. Just, alright, keep going. It should have been obvious from all the teeth you just saw. And once again, Meg just playing a hideous alien. You just have to investigate. In the world? Now the one, probably the most random moment of the episode. Oh, the light speed not working. Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty smart hiding spot right there. I've never understood Brian's complete atheism and racism. And the chicken is Boba Fett. It's very fitting right there. And yet there were no other Family Guy special episodes after the Return of the Jedi. It's a nice view there. And Mort getting a second character. And Sarge. You don't know somebody's name, so you just make one up for them. The heck, J. Crew? What? Where even is J. Crew outlets? Like, what part of the world is that even in? Where in the United States? Was founded in New York. It didn't even sound like a terrible song at all. And the world is wrong with him, man. And there now I'm putting Han inside of a freezing chamber. Or I guess they turned it into stone. Well, that definitely tells you right there that it's a track. American Idol. Just, what the heck? Yeah, I think the blue lightsabers are for the people who are in training. Because the green ones are for that legit Jedi. Yeah, blasting at them is not gonna do anything, I'm sorry. And taking a shot at the Star Wars franchise there. You know, I get it. Sometimes you can wait a while for the next installment of a franchise, but seriously, 3 years? It's taken longer than that for certain things. Like, the distance between the first and second Incredibles movie is 14 years. Between the third and fourth Toy Stories is 9 years. Between the first and second Inside Out is several years. I think it's 8 years. 8 or 9 years as well. Exactly, the stormtroopers just talking about. Have we ever hit anybody with these guns? And just completely getting his hand chopped off. No, what the? What? A father and a son. Oh, well, he said it doesn't have to be about. I'm not even sure what this is referencing. Yeah, wave the hand that you don't have. My God, this made like Stewie was like he's obviously evil, but a jokingly evil. Yeah, seriously, Brian and his atheism. And then this just makes that a whole lot worse. That is the completely wrong franchise to be concluded. that had nothing to do with the Star Wars franchise. But alright, not done yet, but alright, and that's the end of the second episode. Something dark side. And now I will go ahead and look for. I already know where it is, but yeah. Season 9, the very last episode, 18. It's a Trap. We'll start that up in a little bit. You can go ahead and rest our ears and rest our eyes. Like I'm telling you guys, every year, like I have made this a thing where every single year, on May 4th, and this is what I do. I watch all 3 of these episodes because the Family Guy has really done a great job with this, and you can tell that Seth MacFarlane is a huge a huge Star Wars fan because these aren't the only episodes referencing Star Wars. You know, he's referenced Star Wars in plenty of episodes. So a Star Wars series was just bound to happen. Now, I'm surprised they haven't continued. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but you know, I'm sure they were probably hoping to be able to do more. But you know, I'm sure there's a whole lot that going on with, you know, permissions. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up this next episode now. Again, it is season 9, episode 18, the very last episode. It's a Trap. So these episodes were the start of season 6 and then the end of season 8. So that's a big wait for the next episode. And then the end of season 9, so nowhere near as long of a wait for that last episode. So this episode is 43 minutes, 42 seconds. So the stream should be like 2.5 hours long in total. So my usual streaming length for the last few streams. Like, I definitely need to try to have longer streams in the future. Like, I gotta try to have longer streams. Like, when I'm doing gaming streams, at least. I need to try to have longer streams. But alright. And I'll start the countdown in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Again, season 9, episode 18, It's a Trap. Family Guy on Hulu. And not even a whole lot of... A long time ago after MASH, but before after MASH. Charge my phone. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Luke Skywalker has returned to his home planet of Tatooine in order to... Okay, you know what? We don't care. We were thinking of not even doing this one. Fox made us do it. When we did Blue Harvest, they said, oh, you guys are crazy. They tried to talk us out of it, and it ended up making a ton of money. But then we were just finishing Empire, and we were absolutely exhausted. But Fox suddenly had dollar signs in their eyes, and they said, Seth, if you don't do Jedi, we're not going to let you have the go direct your movie. I'm sorry, I took a muscle relaxer earlier and it's kicking in. I'm just so stressed because there's been a car parked in front of my house for 3 straight days, and there's a pillow in the back seat, and I've never seen anyone get in there or in or out of it when it moves on per couple day. Wouldn't it be funny if it was a bunch of raccoons living in there? I need to pause it for a second. It's moving too fast. I just paused it. Um, you know, that little pause on the steering wheel, and then another one working the brake and the gas, and the steering wheel raccoon and the pedal raccoon have to talk back and forth to each other because the brake pedal guy can't see the road. I'm gonna keep thinking of that because I know really it's probably a car bomb. I'm gonna play it again in 10 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, hang on. Like it just started basically. I'm a minute 22 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. Look, just do me a huge favor and lower your expectations, okay? Just this one time. I promise it'll make it up to you. I mean, Star Wars, fine. Empire's still not bad, but on this one, we ran out of gas. Seriously. Let the assistants write it. Hell, even the FedEx guy got a joke in, and he calls the baby Steve. Anyway, here's Return of the Jedi, starring Steve as Darth Vader. Which is not even true, it's Stewie. The Death Star is about 3/4 of the way rebuilt. Imperial fleet still exists. Again, no spacesuits or helmets whatsoever. Meet the Clarisians. Really? The Calrissians? Tyler Perry's Meet the Calrissians. Did all those people come from? And there's Roger. So they fixed the trench issue, but no, not the whole issue. That was the most important issue. How is there a Martin Luther King Boulevard on Tatooine? I have no idea how he did all that. And then Joe, once again, a third different character, this time playing Jabba the Hutt. What is with the headgear that these characters wear? It's pretty cool. They're just two buttons. Like, seriously, the drastic change in opinion for Leia towards Han. What? How on earth? It's a pretty graphic way to go. And Meg is playing that role, of course. Put a little more reverb on that voice. Oh, not that ostrich. Now, this part I always fast forward when I'm on my own, but I'll just. Because it just took so long for him to start doing something. Everyone just kept looking one direction and nodding. And it's like, well, what is happening? We got a baseball pitcher. And there's this Jedi saber. Oh, this was ridiculous. It's like you can't see. Like, how is Chris even able to carry her? I'm sure he's big enough. You don't ask me to carry anybody. Wait, when did he get back in his... People have these really creative machine, like voice, voice messages. And now Carter playing the role as the Sith. He did confront Vader. Just somehow coincidentally had a wallet in his pocket. Well, so much for being the only woman in the galaxy. And Kalau's playing Admiral Akbar. Just how the heck do you even... How can you drive that thing on the road? The heck is that, man? Oh yeah, sure, that's perfectly casual. Yeah, this Millennium Falcon certainly is a big upgrade. I don't even know if that's actually the Falcon. I think it's just the... Yeah, this is the episode where you meet the Ewoks. Like, where'd the bikes come from? Guys are just all of a sudden they're cyclist stars. Like those are the kinds of bikes you ride in the Olympics. Like how are they pedaling so fast? Several years earlier? Looked a lot like Earth there for a second. Just get pieced by a rock that was floating around space for several years. Or I should say, she got rocked by that rock. It's the bear from Cleveland show playing an Ewok. We're trapped at a very high distance. This music is like, I'm hearing it in every area of my brain right now. When did she have time to... She should have said Alabama. We missed the part where they kid, like where they kid. They didn't even show it. Which I'm glad they didn't, because I mean that's Lois and Chris. Oh god, this whole thing. It's just so random. And the world's up with his neck. Or they should say it's a death trap. It's enough of the puns for now. Now they got the two-legged ones. Now this was a hilarious fight. Like they were doing so well until this part. They just start getting used as pillows. Oh god, here we go. It's just completely messed up. And just one guy listening to Ray Charles while driving an Imperial Walker and smoking. And the other guy's just sleeping. It's even worse. Oh no, then they just got hacked to death. Just Brian having way too much fun. Now he's just playing too much. This bee's just tearing him apart. just chopped his entire hand off. It's payback for literally doing the exact same thing. It's a nice disco beat right there. Kids should not be watching this. Yeah, that's right. Lando was put in charge of driving the Millennium Falcon. And now the Sith just completely fell on top of him. Oh, this part was hilarious. Just completely twisting his neck. All you had to do was take the helmet off. The heck is Yup Nub? I know it's an Ewok thing, but just that name. They're still eating it. This completely destroyed his neck. just an awkward silence there, but alright, guys, that is the end of the Family Guy's 3 Star Wars special episodes. And like I said, I will not be streaming tomorrow or Monday, but during next week I'm probably going to be doing a couple of language learning streams because I need to get back to doing those. I haven't done those in a long time at this point. I need to continue on my Spanish and Japanese learning. And then I'm going to be returning to Tears of the Kingdom the following Sunday or Monday, whichever one of those days. So, I will see you guys then. I hope you enjoyed the watch along, and have a great week, everybody.